Hello everyone and welcome back to Sonic Lost World on the Nintendo Wii U. I'm the SheepNDane and today we're going to take care of Sky Road Zone Act 3, which is going to be a very change of pace. God, I can English. But oh my god, look at the wind. Well, this is certainly going to be like a windy valley of sorts because it's time to take to the skies as we can fly. Now if you press down the B button you will actually go down. And use the analog stick to move left and right. This stage is actually very simple, but you need to watch out. Now whenever you're in ball form when you're pushing the jump button, you will be able to take out the enemies like these turtle guys that make a return from Sonic 4 and Sonic 2. There's quite a bit of Sonic 2 in this game actually, which I like, because I like Sonic 2. After all, it is my favorite 2D Sonic game, so... But anyway, this is a very, very simple level. It's pretty much like a shoot 'em up without the bullets, so you just have to dodge everything you see in your path and just hope you got and just have fun. It's a nice little change. I like it. Plus the music is so nice, so nice. I mean, like a lot of people have been criticizing this game's soundtrack for being not so Sonic, if you will, but I don't know. I think it's pretty good. And plus, a lot of the tracks I think fit Sonic more than they say it would fit Mario. So, all down to personal preference after all, I mean. But, don't go to the very bottom of the screen though. If you go to the bottom of the screen, it'll count as you going into a bottomless pit. I guess the wind isn't as, useful there. Oh god! That was morbid. I guess the wind isn't as powerful down there, so you'll just drop if you go down, so be careful. Speaking of be careful, it's very easy to get killed and hit by these guys, so be careful. Just stay on your toes. Ironically, this video is the first time I ever died on a stage, so... Yay, let's plays, I guess. And yay dog, he's going nuts. Uh-oh, no. Yeah. Oh, me wee little heart. Okay, come on. I need some rings. Come on, throw some rings at me, please, game. Oh, I'm doing abysmal. I blame the heat, because I am boiling right now. I blame my PC for the heat, though, because it's actually quite cold today. I don't know. Ironically, it's the same day I've been recording the rest of the parts, apart from part 1 through 6. Parts 1 through 6 are recording a different day. Anyway, for this guy, you just knock back the missiles at him, all Sonic Advance 2 style, and he will explode. And once he's dead and off screen, we complete the level. I'm not kidding, that's it. So... yeah, I can't complain about that. Very simple stage, a nice change of pace. I don't understand the point of a time limit on it though, because there's no real reason for it to have a time limit. But oh well, I digress. It's time to grind for some more critters. Oh yay! So once I've got the critters, same old, I'm gonna catch you guys in the final act of Sky Road Zone. And with that, folks, we now unlock Sky Road Zone Act 4, the final act of the thing, where we're going to take care of the finale guy of the Deadly Six once and for all. And oh, for God's sake, this thing uses the Witham-With. This stage uses the Witham-With, guys. Did you know that? Oh God.
One by one, your friends are falling. Soon, you will be all alone.
Well, things are certainly getting rather grim, but don't worry, I'm pretty sure we can pull through with this. Anyway, welcome to Sky Road Zone Act 4, and for most people, if they didn't know this wasn't the final world, they would probably think this is the final one, because this stage is really, really difficult. But it gets harder from here on out, folks.
To be destroyed. Why don't you just accept that?
Okay. As I was saying, the stage is really difficult, and what can I say?
Your fate is to be destroyed. Why don't you just accept that? Lie down and die.
Now, as you can tell, though, with this stage suffers from what I like to call jungle zone issues. What do I mean by that? Well, basically, as you play through the stage... Hold on, there's a secret down here. What's in there? Oh, that's good. I never knew that hidden was there. Alright, that's cool. But, basically, as time goes on, this stage will actually scroll up. The entire stage is pretty much you going upwards. But the problem is, as time goes on, because it's going upwards, really you'll die probably because you might go too high and you might actually drop into the screen. If you hit the bottom of the screen at all, bye-bye, there goes your health. Anyway, time to rhythm our way up because... Actually, do I need the rhythm? I don't know if I need the rhythm, but I'm using it anyway. Yeah, just spam the touchscreen until stuff works. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Alright then. Now for this section, we're going to need to go through a slide. Oh, this giving me Lost World vibes. As in, oh my god, Lost World. Sonic... Oh, I just grew with a parallel. Oh my god. Yeah, this section reminds me of the Lost World from Sonic Adventure 1 and that sliding sequence at the end of Adventure 2 where you're heading towards the cannon's core. So it's pretty similar as well, except it controls a little bit more differently. Like, it's a lot more slippery to actually control, so you really need to be careful as you're making your turns through here because obviously the mechanics are painful. But, as you get through, there's not too much... Once you know what you're doing, the stage actually goes on pretty easily, but if it's your first time, good luck, because you will have some issues. Now, the sand sliding section isn't like Labyrinth Zone, so don't worry, don't have flashbacks of that place. This doesn't repeat infinitely like that, I promise. But it's got a lot of things around, like it's a lot of little platforming MacGuffins and whatnot you can actually pick up, which I failed in doing right there. Like, see, there's a lot of these ring things you pick up to actually give you extra health and lives and rings and the like. So just simply watch out for them and jump whenever you see a perfect time to jump. You don't need to actually jump to get through this. You could just sit down and let the whole thing play itself, but I really wouldn't recommend that. And what is that noise? Diddly-loo. Sounded like something from something.
You cannot defeat, as some would say.
If you say so. Now, as soon as you latch onto this thing by here, move to the right, but not that far right, because you'll die. If you move to the... because otherwise the cactus will actually knock you off and instantly kill you. Like I said, the stage by here is actually extremely difficult. But I apologize, I've been talking over the voices a bit. There's quite a bit to actually explain about this zone in particular, because this act is really, really, really tricky. In fact, this is probably where the game actually gets really difficult from here on out. And I've seen a lot of people actually almost rage quit from this section of the game onwards, because for the most part it's been a standard Sonic game, standard Sonic everyday fare, but I don't know. Anyway, if you want to get an extra life, go across there. It's a bit riskier, but hey, extra life is always good in my books. You gotta love all those extra lives. But yeah, be careful all these cactuses that are coming from behind you. They're quite tricky to actually dodge, so just take your time. Well, take your time as much as you can. It's not really like you have a control over your timing or anything here. But be careful, because these fire orbinauts are going to be one of the major pains in this stage, and I've actually died a couple of times from these guys quite often, because they just catch you off guard, and you just need to know what you're doing, really hit them. Ignore that bell unless you want a red ring, because this section itself is hard enough without the red ring. And I don't know what I did there. I tried to grab onto the ledge, but I just sort of went, oh, no, I can't be bothered today. I'll do it tomorrow. Sonic's gotta go fast, but he's on a break tonight, you see? Wah! Oh, God. But for the most part, this stage, I've pretty much explained everything. These blocks will actually disappear as you go onto them, but again, this isn't anything too difficult. There's nothing... Maybe the level design might actually catch you off guard here, to be honest, because the level design is a bit more hard than one would expect, because the difficulty just sort of shoots up at this point in the game, folks. But, we're coming up to one of the only bosses that I could see presenting a clear challenge to players in this game now, in a minute, because that boss... Honestly, every boss in this game isn't really all that great, but it's probably the closest thing to having a real decent elite boss. It's not tough, but, you know, just good enough. By the way, you might remember these...
Respect you. I hate you so much.
I have no idea why you just said that. I can't hear Zavok that well, but, you might remember these ghosts from Sonic Adventure 2. Well, they take a return, but with that, that's the end of the stage, so now it's bloody Orbinauts. It's time to take care of Zavok.
Playtime is over, Hedgehog.
Alright, bring it on. Now Zavok himself will actually utilize Knuckles' moveset from Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, so be careful when fighting him. But to take this guy out, the first thing you're going to do is you want to break his shield and then homing attack him whenever you get a chance. After you've done enough damage, you'll start running along and actually break up the dragon we're actually riding on. Why he doesn't... Well, he does kind of use this in the battle, like shooting lasers at you, but he doesn't use it much, like... Boom, that's the lasers thing. You can actually knock him into the lasers and I think it does some extra damage, but it doesn't really matter for me because... Ah, my ring! Basically, this boss fight isn't that difficult in the slightest once you know what to do. If you don't know what you're doing, you will probably die a lot, but yeah, it's simple. Just keep rinsing and repeating the exact same tactic. Whenever he punches the floor, he's going to knock off a bit of the dragon. But whenever he does that, you simply just run towards him and yeah, Bob's your uncle.
Don't break too easily.
I warn you, I played SA1. I know what you're like with that moveset, son. But basically, try and dodge him the best you can and... Well, yeah, just dodge him the best you can and just kick him and punch him whenever you get a chance. But your main goal with this by here is actually to knock him off the edge. So how do you do that? Knock him off, hit him until he does this animation, then charge up your attack until it's full power and then whack him.
Looks to be interesting.
And with that, we've cleared Skyroad Zone Act 4. Bit difficult stage, not too bad though. I mean, I'm doing way better than my first run of this game, I tell you. You wouldn't want to see my first run of this game. But, look at that dragon. It looks... the dragon's just chilling. He's like, yeah, I can't be bothered. Just do what he wants. Just... Because that's what dragons sound like, you know. They sound like this, yeah. I digress. But with that, we have cleared Skyroad Zone Act 4. In which case, we're now moving on to the final zone of the game. Which is actually... pretty... well, not pretty. It's extremely short. So... welcome folks to Lava Mounting Zone, and when we return next time we'll take this on. So thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, appreciate a like, comment the video, and I'll catch you all then. Bye!